like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
It's 4th down. Logan
on 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Stafford looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll run. It's Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Let's go, Z. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
You know, has to be really happy after that play. The offensive line, to be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big-time play.
Because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mariota. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 11-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mariota to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Packers 9. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
1, 2, 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it with Jones. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
third down. Stafford. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Out of the gun, Stafford gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go back to the ground with Jones.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Stafford, the throw taken in by Sims. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of
Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this throw caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Aaron Jones.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down at Stafford. The left side throw complete to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
42 the mark. It's coming this way, Here we go. Low shot.
Final play of the half here. Mariota. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. And let's pin the mirrors back and go forward.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at about the 31. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Stafford. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Nowhere to go that time.
Aaron Jones.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tackled at the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A third down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Stafford. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
40-yard line.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mariota. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
9-yard line.
From the gun, Mariota. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. Now Jones into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. First throw now for the backup Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Stop, Mike.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
On the play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Green Bay.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers.
Ball carrier.
Aaron Jones, 34 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Mariota again. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Double dog, that's the way. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2.
Mariota on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To the air again. Mariota. The open man is Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On third down, Mariota. He's going to air one out and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
That's good.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
22-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Mariota, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Here I come. Hey, Mike's 42, Mike's 42.
Mariota to throw it. Looking for the end zone. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Mariota. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And Sanders now to return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 3.
Now Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Stafford going to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Xavier McKinney. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis flash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and go. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to. We're talking about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, that's I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. When it's touching the culture, I hit you with them, get ultra. Institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not shit I do. Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get out that you desire. Don't see it when that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get out that you desire.
again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need